Happy Libra full moon. I hope everybody had a beautiful full moon. It's an emotional time, right? New moons and full moons are extra emotional time for us humans who are made of over 70% water, because the moons pull, the magnetic pull gets stronger during the new moon and full moon. Our emotional ties can get extra wide and wavy, and all sorts of big emotions, and all that can be it can be coming in. But I hope everybody is somehow in a good space where you're connected to that peaceful center. This Libra moon was like to me, it's like we're trying to make sense of it all, right? This crazy changes are happening since Pluto moved into Aquarius, and also Saturn moving into Pisces, right? March, we're in a different universe, we're in a different world now. Big fundamental shifts are happening inside and out. Our personality is shifting, our value system is shifting, what we care, what we deeply desire, our direction and will may be shifting. And it seems like all of that is changing in the outside world as well. And whenever those shift happens, and especially this polarized energy, opposing energy, dark and light, positive and negative, left and right, or whatever the heck, right? We just have to choose not to get sucked into that polarized, opinionated world. In a way, this is a time, it's very important that we should numb that inner analytical, critical mind, because mind holds a very strong key now. Under the lunation, under the full moon, Mercury was with North Node. Mercury North Node conjunction is like the magician archetype. We have to, right? Mercury the magician, Mercury the harmonious, and having North Node there, we just have to really choose to align our mind to the North Star, to the highest truth, to what feels genuine and divine and sacred and godly. And the God's energy is wholeness and oneness. God does not separate us, or it's all illusion. Everything separated, everything divisive or polarized is not a godly energy. It does not matter what you believe, what I believe. It does not, or me believing in the wholeness and oneness. You may take it as that's my belief, right? To me, that's in the realm of the highest truth. But who knows? Yes, that might be just my stupid opinion, right? But this Mercury North Node is, of course, in opposition from the South Node. So South Node theme is very strong. But that North Node spoke with Mars in Cancer and also Saturn in Pisces. This created a kite aspect. Mars, Saturn, North Node, and South Node. North Node is the point of this kite aspect, and we have to release that Scorpio, what feels shadowy, what feels dark, what feels dense, and what feels just like evilish in a way, right? It can be, Scorpio energy can hold that, right? Chaotic, hellish energy. I know it very well because I have that energy within me as well. But that's something that we have to release. And Scorpio's essence is that essence of power. Scorpio is the revealer of truth, and Scorpio reveals what's hidden, what's right. And under this kite, we have to let go of that Scorpio energy, whatever that's keeping you trapped in the nightmare. That is nightmare. That is the nightmare that we're creating. That is the nightmare that somebody is projecting out. That is that, I'm saying that nightmare in relation to the spiritual understanding, in a way, of that fact that this is all an illusion. It's an illusion. It's something that is, right, that is casted on us as our reality. And yes, we are living that reality. It's unavoidable to be a part of, not to be a part of this story or reality that's projected out. But we always have a choice how much we get engaged or not. We can choose to live in a bottle, not sucked into the energy of chaos, energy of whatever energy that can easily keep us here trapped. And it's easy for us to get there, right? We can create all the scenarios. I'm not just talking about the world. We can create all the scenarios in our head, feeling miserable, feeling disvalued, feeling disrespected, feeling, threatened, all the worries, all the fear. Like we can get trapped in there, and we feel hopeless. We feel powerless. But the Emperor showing up is reminding us that this is all in the head. The truth is, we are alive here, guided and protected by the divine order, higher order of some kind of thing, some sort, right? That higher divine energy, the law of the universe, is always bringing the sun after the night. It's changing the season. It's the Emperor reminds us to come find that solid foundation. We have to be our own emperor to conquer our own inner world, to conquer our mind. We have to be in charge of our mind. We have to be in control of our own sanity, of our own inner peace, because we can, right? Whatever happening, it does not matter, even whatever craziness happening in outside world, we can still hold dignity and hold, we cannot let anything to take our peace away, because we are in charge of that, right? We cannot let somebody else to bring that peace. We cannot wait for this craziness to get resolved, then I can find my peace. No, it does not matter what's happening outside. It's just an illusion. It's just whatever, a part of this life story that we're involved in. But this shall pass. Everything shall pass, whether we are in a disparate space or whether we stay in our bubble and live like nothing is happening. The time passes the same way, and we have to choose wisely what our world is composed of. We can choose it. We can choose our world filled with peace, filled with this some kind of victorious energy, and the chariot emperor showing up reversed. But it's reversed because they are here to remind us, stay in the victorious energy, stay in the higher self. Stay aligned with the higher self, because it's the higher self riding the chariot of the Sphinx, right? The chariot of God. We, higher self, as God, trust that higher power and let that higher power to move our own chariot. We have to just hold this dignity, be receptive, be that conduit of the higher divine power to move through us, and let that higher power to, right, push our chariot forward. And as long as we stay aligned with the victorious godly energy, everything will be fine. The chariot card is ruled by the Cancer energy. Cancer energy rules our heart. It's very important to come out of our ego. The Emperor card can represent that ego energy. It is a card ruled by Aries energy. It's the ego that can easily trap us in our head, creating all the stories where we cannot even wake up and move on, wake up from the bed and start creating the life that we need to create. No, our mind can trap us in a depressive, right, heavy space where we cannot even get motivated to do, act, and create. But creation is the important force, because we're living on this planet. The action is required. We have to move our energy. We have to act. We have to do. We have to intend. We have to think for the positive. We have to intend, because all the magic is in the will, right? Our will is very important right now. So how would you like to, what is the will that you hold that feels godly and that feels divine, right? We have to stay aligned and connect. Stay aligned with that. No more fighting. Don't engage with the fight. Don't engage with in the space where you have to defend one side of the other, right? That dualistic force, the opposing force, is so highlighted now, and especially under this Libra moon as well. Libra energy is all about others, right? Me versus others, this versus that, left, right, wrong, right, yes, no, dark, light, and death, life, everything. This world is composed of the dualistic nature of energies, inhalation, exhalations. It's the dance between the opposite. It's the dance between the opposing forces that we are riding. That opposing forces keep us alive. But if we stuck in certain idea, this is the way, that, and then the whole other rest of the world can become the opposing force. You know what I mean? It's just like we cannot stay stuck in one side or the other side. Done. Let that all dissolve into this sense of oneness and wholeness, because that is the highest truth. God energy is that one. All is one. All came from one source, right? That what feels dark is the source of light. And as long as we play involved in the game of the duality, it's going to take longer for us to evolve into that enlightened state. And the more that we let go of your belief, of our belief system, of what feels right and what feels wrong, or even whatever that is that's keeping you stay stuck in the place where you feel like you have to defend your thing. And then I don't know, maybe I'm defending myself too by saying that. But the more these days I try to remind my mind to be like a fool. To be like a fool. A fool don't have no opinion, even in a way, right? The 10 of the Pentacles and the back. And the Fool energy is very strong, because Fool card is ruled by the Uranian energy, the Uranus has been a strong force for all the changes and innovation happening in, in the world, AI, high tech, right? Because Pluto is now in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so Uranus is the dispositor of this Pluto, right? So new invention, like craziness is coming into our reality. But again, what was I saying? The fool. Be the fool. Be the fool. Be in your own space where you're not opinionated so much. That opinion binds us to this earthly realm, but Uranus, the fool, reminds us, no, we belong to the spirit realm. A part of us, our body, our mind. Our mind holds both. Mercury, it's just like Mercury can be the benefic and malefic. Mercury can shift, right? It can go into the underworld and it can go up into the heavenly realm. But anyway, so the more that we disconnect from this earthly realm of duality, and we hold the space where we remind our mind that we belong to the spirit realm as well as we belong to this earthly realm, then there is a balance, right? We need to hold the space to find that balance where we're not just sucked into the reality of the earth, but we need to anchor ourselves in the reality, in the realm of spirit as well. And in the spirit, we are ever young and free, stress-free and playful, uplifting. We know this is a playground. We know life is just a game. We're here to play without getting so sucked into it. It's so important. So may we choose to be the fool, to play this game of life with ease, with peace, and yes, be that childish energy of the page. Enjoy doing the things that gives you joy. Dance, sing, play, create art, music, anything, create. It's very important. Creativity is the God-given force, and may we strongly stay connected to that, whatever feels like the God's energy now, more than ever. And don't get sucked into that dualistic, opposing, crazy, chaotic, force that may be projected out in the world, or it can be created inside of us easily. But again and again, we have to be easy on ourselves. We have to be easy. We have to chill and trust that everything is going fine, right? Everything is going fine. Everything somehow is working in our favor. We have to trust that, and we have to trust the process. Yes. Thank you for listening. Peace.